Hello everyone, it is me Sasha Kawaii Cat, and in today's video I'll be designing characters based on a randomly generated theme. So in my previous video I designed some fairies based on a randomly generated theme from the site Kawaii Hana. For this video I once again utilized the site to generate a theme for me, and the theme that I got was Power, Snow, and Rigid. Based on that theme I decided to do some very powerful ice queens. So let's get into the design process. So the first character that I did is a powerful ice queen, as I mentioned. She has the ability to create snowstorms. She's also a very tall and elegant character. I like to think that people are intimidated by her, but she's actually very kind. She's also a confident ruler, and she's very beautiful, very elegant. For her design, I took some inspiration from Elsa. She's the character I was thinking of when I designed this character. I don't know if you guys can tell based on this design. For the overall shape of this character, I went with a very pointy and sharp design. So her crown is very pointy, along with her sleeves. I also wanted her to look very sleek and elegant. So I gave her this very form-fitting dress, this very tight dress that I think looks very elegant in my opinion. And I think I was successful in what I wanted to do with this character design. I also gave her a round bun, which isn't really part of the pointy aspect of her character. And I gotta say, I should have made that bun bigger. Like, it doesn't really match the hair. I think it looks better in the thumbnail that I did, but you know, it is what it is. I think if I design this character again in the future, I'll have to change some things up. As for the color palette for this character, I went with a lot of light blue. It's supposed to look white or even silver, but obviously I'm not going to actually use the color white for the character's dress. And then I added some darker elements to the design with her black hair. Again, I didn't actually use black for the hair. It's like a dark blue, but it's meant to be black. I feel like these colors add a nice contrast to each other. I went with a very unified color palette here. It's like one solid color for the dress, really. Besides the sparkles that I added to the dress, it's like a solid color. And then her hair is one solid color. I think it's a very unified theme. I like the color palette that I went with for this character. Some details that I added is the sparkles on her dress. I also gave her a huge crown and gradient hair. I don't know how to describe her hair, but obviously it's black and then it fades into like a silver color for her hair. And I also gave her these beautiful long nails, which I think makes her look really cool. I did end up making some changes to my character. I started off with shorter hair, for instance, but I ended up making it very long, which I kind of regret. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with drawing characters with bigger long hair. I think in my upcoming videos I'll play around with the hairstyles a bit more and try not to default into giving my characters long hair or big hair. So yeah, I changed her hair. I made it floor length. I also made her taller. I kind of wanted her to be taller specifically because I think height adds to the intimidation of the character. I also added a bigger crown. So she doesn't actually have a crown in the thumbnail that I designed. She has like, I think that's called like a circlet. I'm not sure, but it's not an actual crown. But I decided to give her a big crown, and you know what? I don't know if I like this design compared to the thumbnail that I did, to be honest, because I do like the circlet that I gave her, but you know, it is what it is. I also got rid of that galaxy pattern that was on her dress. So in the thumbnail, I gave her this galaxy pattern on her dress. Her dress is completely different, to be honest. The sleeves are also puffy on her dress instead of pointed, and that's because I wanted to make her look more sharper. which is ironic because I ended up getting rid of her pointy elf ears. But because I wanted her to look sharper, I gave her the pointy shoulder pads, and I wanted her to look sleek and elegant, as I mentioned. So I gave her this tight dress, which I really need to go back to the original design I did. Final thoughts on this character. I wanted to design a really cool Ice Queen, and I think I did that. I think she's given Ice Queen vibes. I was trying to make her look very powerful, and I think I was successful in that. I also utilized my natural hair brushes. So I have natural hair brushes that I designed specifically for Ibis Paint. They're available on Gumroad. You can also get them if you join the channel, become a channel member. They're also on my Ko-fi account. The link to all of that is in the description below. It's always in the description. So if you like the brushes and you like how I use them in this video, feel free to purchase them. So yeah, I used my brushes and I'm really glad I used them because I don't always use them, but they're really cool. The main reason I made them in the first place was to draw more characters with black hair. So I mostly just made them for me, and then I decided to share them. But yeah, let's get into the second design. So for the second design, I went with a shorter character. So it's the same theme, snow power, but for this one, I wanted her to have the ability to control ice, kind of like Iceman, and I gave her a design that was inspired by Katara's design from Avatar: The Last Airbender. To add some contrast to her and her girlfriend, I wanted her to be shorter than her girlfriend and a bit more tough. Like, she's a physical fighter, I would say. Like I said, she specifically makes ice, whereas her girlfriend can make snowstorms, so their powers are a bit different. I think that's an interesting dynamic. I feel like I gave her a more softer design, but her powers are a bit more harder. And then for her girlfriend, her tall girlfriend basically just makes snow. I just thought about this, but I bet she likes making ice sculptures of her girlfriend. But anyway, let's talk about the shape of this character. So I went with more circular design for this character to add some contrast with her girlfriend. So round circles, big round hair, and round sleeves. Like I said, I wanted her to have a bit more softer appearance, even though the character herself is pretty tough. For her color palette, I wanted her to have some darker colors. So I went with blue and dark blue. Her hair, of course, is very dark. I gave her galaxy hair and galaxy themed leggings. She also has a really nice crown, which I don't think... I was about to say she didn't have a crown in the original thumbnail, but she does. It's a lot bigger. I also added some beautiful beads in her hair. And I gave her a hood, which I don't think makes any sense because that's obviously not fitting over her hair. But it looks really cool on her design, I guess. But I guess it's just not very functional. Some changes that the character design went through is I removed some of the puffed sleeves because I thought it looked kind of silly. You know, looking back on it, I think it kind of worked, but I was gonna say that I need to live with my choices, but so much regret. I need to follow my thumbnails more closely because I always like the original thumbnails more than the official look. I also removed the necklace that she's wearing in favor of like a high collar around her neck to keep her warm. I added dark blue to add some contrast. If you notice in the original design in the thumbnail, it's mostly one solid color for her dress / coat, and in the official art, I added some dark blue to add some more contrast. So in the official drawing, I actually removed the sparkly leggings, but I re-added them in the end. You can notice that I made them white in the video, but I made them sparkly in the end. I realized that the sparkly galaxy themed leggings looked really cool. But yeah, final thoughts. I think for this one, I was a bit more faithful to the original thumbnail that I designed, and I'm glad I was. I don't know if she looks like an ice queen, but I still think this is a cool design. I think she looks very powerful as well. I also did some bonus sketches of these characters being very cute and lovey-dovey with each other. I hope you guys liked the bonus sketches that I did. Yeah, I think that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like my art and you'd like to show your support, you can donate to my Ko-fi account or join the channel. The link to those is always in the description below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!